Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Nicole here. You can be found on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, here on YouTube, all social medias at Alpaca My Yarns and Crochet Madzdesignz. It has been a while since I have been on here with any kind of video, and I thought I'd better jump on here really quick and just say hello to everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are all being safe, and you and your family and your friends are all coping well with this whole big old blunder that's going around the world. First and foremost, I want to say thank you so very much to each and every single one of you guys who keep coming back time after time after time after time and commenting, liking, hearting, the messages I get, the emails I get. It just means so much to me, and I can't thank you guys enough. In my absence, I have lost some people. I was at 500 and now I'm a little bit under. I'm not really too worried. I'm not trying to get to 1,000 so that I can be monetized. That's never my plan throughout this whole thing. It's just so I can go on live. I don't have a computer personally. I have my tablet and my phone, and my husband has a computer or whatever, but I don't really care for a computer. That's why I got rid of mine. So yeah, that's why I want to get to 1,000 so that I can just come on here and do some lives. If that happens, great. If it doesn't, well, you guys are just stuck with these videos. But things have been interesting in my my little part here. Things have been crazy here in my little life, just right here. Like everybody else, we are all hit with the stress of COVID-19 and all of the hype and scare and fear that people have. It is a very, very scary, scary time. Don't get me wrong, I am not stupid, and I know what is out there, and I don't put myself in any kind of predicament, you know, that I would necessarily be getting myself into any danger. I know with all of the health problems that I have, I probably should take it a little more serious. But I have allowed my sicknesses to get to me for way too long, and I'm not willing to do that. I'm a firm believer, if it's time to go, it's your time to go. And I have you know, some people in my life that agree and some people that don't, and that's fine. That's up to you. I'm not trying to make you follow my beliefs or what I do. You do your own, but then don't put yours on me. Is kind of where I am. So I'm not stupid. I know what's going on. I know it's a big epidemic around the world. I get it. I just choose not to let it dictate everything in my life. I mean, I don't go anywhere to anybody's house and visit or anything like that. But I didn't stock up on all my stuff, and I never plan to. I just don't think it's necessary. When I go to Walmart, I go to Walmart. I make sure that I wash my hands. I make sure, you know, when I come out, I wash my hands. When I go to the grocery store, I do the same. That's just me. I'm not going to stay locked up in my house forever. Like I said, we don't go out and mingle with people, but, you know, we go for nightly drives. Just something just to keep a little bit of normalcy in your life, because I don't know what this new normal is going to be like, but it can get here now, because I'm just totally done with this whole big bunch of BS. Canada should have never ever got as bad as it was. If they would have took it seriously since the very first time I heard about it in Wuhan, I said, this is coming to us. And our own health minister here said, you have nothing to worry about. It's nothing even like SARS. No, it's freaking worse than SARS. I think that things could have been done differently. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm not that person, right? So that's one of the things that have kind of kept me away. Another thing is my husband, they laid everybody off at his work. However, he had 10 weeks of holidays, so he used 4 weeks of the holidays, and he just worked on Saturday, Sundays, so he really only used 3 days of his holidays for the whole last month. So I've been spending tons and tons and tons of time with him. Just, you know, it's great to be able to spend time with your loved ones, even though you can't see all of them, and I'm going absolutely bananas because I cannot go pick Madeline up and, you know, just bring her back here and hang out. I'm not even going to get into that because that's just a big old cadarnhurl that is going to piss me off and I'm going to fly off my handle. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But he actually just went back to work yesterday full time. So his shifts will be for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday 4 till 12. And then he has Thursday, Friday off, and then Saturday, Sunday 8 to 4. So hopefully I can kind of get myself going here so that I can do some more videos and, you know, put some more content onto my channel, because it's important when you're trying to grow to be able to do that. The struggle is still very real, and I know that you guys are probably getting sick and just wanting to get over it, but I am struggling so very much with the loss of my cat. People think it's just an animal. It's not just an animal. And I guess if you own an animal, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, then you probably shouldn't even, you know, comment upon that. It truly is the hardest thing that I've ever had to do in my life. And I'll never do it again. Never. It's been tough. And, you know, Saturdays are really rough because it was me and Teddy that waited up for my daughter Braylon to come home from her boyfriend's, you know, and half time she's not here till like 4 o'clock in the morning, so it'd be me and Teddy that would be up. My husband would be sleeping because he works at 8, and now I find myself on Saturday nights by myself, and that allows your mind to spin in a million different places and lets your mind just wander, and that's hard. And then the other is Tuesdays, and today is Tuesday. Yeah, it's hard. We decided that we were going to put Teddy down on a Tuesday. So that morning when we took him was the last time I got to snuggle with him. So Tuesdays are hard just because it marks a whole nother week without having him here physically. We did get his urn. I can see him, it's just right there on my shelf. I'm going to take a picture of my shelf and I'm going to include it in here. The shelf is all the stuff from my wedding on the bottom. And then on the very top, there's a couple wedding pictures, and then Teddy's right in the middle. And I guess another thing is you guys all know that my sister was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, and she has a very aggressive kind, so it is ravaging her body very, very quickly. And she was set up for a new trial in Calgary that was supposed to start on April 1st. However, it didn't start on April 1st because of COVID-19, and as the days went by, she was declining and declining, so my brother-in-law called the clinic and said, I don't know what the plan is from here on, but if you guys want to do this trial with her, you're going to have to get her in because she was choking on her own spit. She could barely walk anymore, and he would be surprised if she would last even 2 more months. That was a really hard phone call to get. With COVID-19, I'm not able to go up there, and I wouldn't anyway because I don't want to bring anything to her. But I also don't want her to think that nobody's there type of deal, right? So we have me and her husband talk all the time just so that we can figure out a plan. As soon as he's done a doctor's appointment with her, or he gets any kind of phone calls or anything, he makes sure that he messages me or calls me right away. So I appreciate that. And if push comes to shove and she gets worse, I will be going over there. I will be going to Calgary, and I know that I shouldn't because it's a different province, but I'm not allowing anything to take that away from the both of us. So right now she's stable. Anyway, he called and said, you need to do this whole thing, and they told him they would call him back. They might have to send her to Toronto or somewhere else. They would call him back and let him know what the plan was. So when he called back, he said, no, I talked to everybody in the clinic, and we're going to start the trial on her so she can come tomorrow. So that was on a Friday. So she had to stay in the hospital Friday night after they gave her the injection so that they could do her blood and all of that kind of reporting her vitals and everything, because it is a study, so they want to, see how it goes. And they told him that you're probably not going to see any improvements or anything. Probably you'd be lucky if you get to see it at 60 days or 90 days. So we are very, very hopeful that, you know, this will work. And because it's a study, some people get placebo and some people get the actual dose. And nobody knows what that is except for the pharmacy. And they cannot tell you what it is. So she had the injection done, and must have been, she had it done at lunchtime. And Mike had talked to her at about 10:30. And he said it was insane that he could understand her a lot better than he could be when he dropped her off that morning. And then when I was talking to him, my nephew had walked in. So Mike had said, oh, Mom called. Then I talked to her, and my nephew Cody said, yeah, she called me too, Dad. And he said, so what did you think? And he said, well, she was much easier to understand. And she hadn't had a nap at all. And normally she has her naps throughout the day. She hadn't had a nap, and she smokes marijuana. That's the only thing that will help her with her pain. So that's what she was in the hospital. She didn't have anything. And when they picked her up the next day, they came back home. And she had been just kind of staying at home because she couldn't really walk type of deal. And it was, she would walk a little bit and then have to sit down. So my nephew Cody was going to the store. So Mike said, okay, well, you know, this is what I need. And Marianne said, no, that's fine. I'm going to go with him. What? So she went with him. The next day, they used to go for walks in their little area. They had a whole bunch of chairs so that she could sit somewhere if she needed to. And she walked that whole thing there and back with not having to sit down. We're just floored. Like, I really have no clue. And it's not like ALS is in your freaking head. So it's not like she's thinking in her head, oh, I got the actual stuff, so I can do this. It's not like that at all. So we are very hopeful that she was one who actually got the dose. And like, her clinic is totally flabbergasted. They just cannot believe it. So she had her follow-up appointment yesterday. And again, they were totally surprised of anything. So it's supposed to be every 28 days, but they're taking her and giving her the second dose on, I think it was 21 days. And they said that, they called Mike back last night and they said, you know, whoever's in the study, no matter if they are getting placebo or the actual medication, after the 5 doses, they will automatically be given so like after the study is all done, once they do all of the 5, once she completes all the 5 and all the other people complete their 5s, they actually get injected with it. So that's pretty cool. I mean, if it's already working, which I want to believe that it is, can you imagine if she can keep getting it? No, I'm not stupid, and I know damn well she's never going to be who she was, and that's fine. And it's pretty hard to reverse it. It has happened before, but it's pretty hard, and we know that. So it's not like we expect her to be able to wake up tomorrow and be 25 and be able to walk down the street and live her life. No. The whole hope of this is, yes, that it will turn it around, but in all honesty, it's hopeful that it will stop it from growing any further so that she can live some type of normal life, because Mike was saying that she was choking, like just sitting there, she was choking on her own spit. And I remember that from my mom. And after that started happening, it really wasn't too long before she passed away, right? And I guess Marianne really likes smoothies, so Mike makes her really good smoothies because she needs, you know, all the nutrients and stuff. And I guess she had been choking on them, and since she's had the injection, that day she drank 3 of them and didn't choke once. I don't know. I'm just so very hopeful. So I guess if I could ask of anything of you guys, can you please just keep her in your thoughts and your prayers? And another really alarming thing, they live in Calgary, and I guess the clinic had told my brother-in-law Mike that there's 3,000 people, give or take, in Calgary that have ALS. And 3 of them have the type that is very aggressive. And my sister is one of those 3. It is a hereditary type of ALS, so that's why it is so fast and rapid. My mom had it, and she has it, and that's what my mom had, was the rapid one. So unfortunately, that's one that my sister has. So I'm going to pop up another little message that she put up there as soon as she learned she was starting, because the courage that she has is just absolutely mind-boggling. I'm going to pop it right here so you guys can read it and you will see. It's beautiful. Anyway, I'm already at 16 minutes here, and I've just kind of been telling you my life update. I haven't been doing any shopping. It took me a while to get back into my crocheting, but I'm back. And I made this for my sister. So it's purple, white, and black. And I just did 8 rows of each of them. I'm going to pop a picture up though too so that you guys can actually see. Well, maybe that's a little bit better. It's like a really dark purple with black and then white, and then I just went around it with the white. So I made this huge blanket for her, and I'm mailing it off tomorrow for her, so that she has a little something from me. That I can't be there, but you can wrap yourself around it and know that I'm thinking of you and I'm with you. I put all my love into this blanket for her so she could cuddle up with it and know that I'm there. So you guys, that's all I have for today. I do have a blanket that I'm working on. I'm going to try to do a video tomorrow with that with Wednesday, because that's when I like to do my videos, but you wouldn't be able to tell if you looked at my page because there is none. Last but not least, I want to thank each and every single one of you again, because without any of you guys, there would be no YouTube channel. And a very big thank you goes out to Sandy from Crochet Eh. She actually messaged me the other day just to check in and see if I was okay, because I haven't been around, and I appreciate that so very much. It touches my heart to know that I have such great friends, and this community is just the best community, hands down, that anyone can have. And I'm so blessed to have each and every single one of you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to pop up a picture here of the actual blanket so you guys can see it. But until next time, which I'm hoping next time is going to be tomorrow, you guys take care.